Billy Kyle. Ray Hill. Get a lot of people in there, Rockfish. And okay, so I'm just
Good morning.
Hey, there he is. How you doing, Captain?
Y'all got me for about 50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get ready around 9. Actually, I got a little later than that, but I gotta get ready to go to my oncologist for my appointment.
Yeah.
I just got off of Johnny. Johnny had a show this morning for about a half hour.
Oh, did
yeah,
he?
yeah. I see you were
He
live.
popped on, so I jumped on. I
Yeah.
was telling him I got the word back on the Air 2S. They looked at it last night and told me what the repair needed to be. They said it was the gimbal camera module malfunctioning. So I went and looked up that part, and the cheapest I could find that whole part was between $300 and $400. And I said, well, I'm not about to pay that much money to get that thing fixed. And they came back and told me the price to fix it was $104.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I paid my $104, and hopefully they'll fix it today and send it back.
cool.
That was right to DJI.
DJI.
Yeah, yeah. It's surprising how much cheaper it is if you send it right to DJI to have things fixed, right?
And they got it at like 3 in the afternoon, and by 7 at night, they had to tell me what it was.
Yeah.
But they got the pictures of it, and they said that was the malfunction. They said there's no damage on the drone. That was all it was. And I was thinking they were going to say maybe the problem is it's so old. If it would have been a little newer, they probably would have fixed it for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's an Air 2S, and Paul will tell you, I do not want to throw that one away right now. That
No,
one is just.
that's well worth $100. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I've got insurance on it, so if I go to the insurance company, I'll get the $104 back.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
But I'm thinking about it. I may not even file with them because it's only 100. It would have been 300 maybe.
Yeah.
So for the 104, it might not be worth my while to mess with them. I'll just wait until something does happen where I need the full amount.
Well, what
And
AZ's saying in the chat is true. If they say they're going to ship it out today, they're going to send you a new one.
well, he didn't say they were shipping it out because they were repairing it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't hold my breath.
Well, it
It'll
actually
be
said it was in repair. They didn't say they were repairing it.
no. Well, I just
But I
checked the
wouldn't.
number when it comes back, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not doubt that it wouldn't be new.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the turnaround, they want to eliminate backlog as much as anybody,
Let me try to find out what they said on that thing.
I'll be right back. Mia wants to go out.
Hmm. Hey, Corey Mono, good morning, and Russell. Hello, I'm Laura. Yeah, in case anybody wants to know, Herman Green, which is, from those guys, his dad just passed away, so he's on Facebook. It's under Herman Green, if anybody wants to do condolences. But anyways, yeah, from those guys, so Herman, so.
And what it says on here is that it says gimbal and camera module was malfunctioning, which caused the gimbal motor overload. No physical damage. They showed the drone in different positions. And then it comes back, and right now it says under repair.
Oh, well, maybe.
But I figured that was last night when they said that. So I'm thinking that it has to go to another department to be repaired if that's what they're doing. And that should happen today.
Uh,
But under the repair side, when you hit the little icon, it says under repair. Then it'll say number 2, pending flight test. And then number 3 is waiting quality assurance.
yeah.
So they got 3 processes still.
Oh, oh, cool.
But I was impressed on how fast they got back to me.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, good morning. Yeah, but it's good. They're getting it done fairly cheap, eh? So,
But I've got the Air 2S, and I've got 6 batteries. One of them that is probably going to be soaked in salt water tomorrow.
yeah.
But it's swelling enough. It looks like Granny's rocking chair the way when you put it down.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 of them that came with the drone because I bought it through somebody in the drone community. And 2 of them that came with it has a very, very slight swell in them. And about, I think there's 59 or 60 flights. So they're trying to go bad, but like I said, when you look at air data and you look at the data that comes off the batteries, they're not showing anything out of the ordinary that the good ones are doing.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think they're unstable right now, but that swelling's what I'm worried about. So the one that is swelling, that I brought it down one time. This might have been 3 or 4 months ago. And when I picked it up, I noticed that the battery looked like it wasn't snapped in all the way.
Yeah, yeah.
So it looked like it was trying to pop out.
Oh, yeah.
That would not have been good because I was over water most of the time.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Wow. Yeah.
So that battery is never going back in the drone. That one's done. The other 2 I'll probably still use, and if they look like they're starting to swell, I'll drop them. But I'll still have three good ones.
Yeah.
And Hot Rod told us about, if you go on Amazon refurbished, eBay refurbished has it too. You can get $70. You can get 2 batteries with a 2-year warranty. That's a good price. What I like to do with the Air 2 is if I go somewhere where there are a lot of birds, and I know there's going to be a lot of birds, I'd rather put the Air 2 up
Yeah.
than to put the Mavic 3 up.
Yeah. Well, I've got a couple Phantom 4s Pro, and my good one, it dead on works perfect. But my other one, the camera's off about 3 or 4 degrees. And I had to have a camera replaced before on the other one. And cost me $1,000 here in Canada to get it, because it was the gimbal acting up, but the camera and everything's all one piece. They wouldn't just replace the gimbal part, right? Or repair it. They had to put the whole module in. But anyways, but it's off 3 to 4 degrees or more. But the thing is, before you fly, you can correct it to the front and then go fly it, and it's okay. But as soon as you shut it down, it goes back to 3 or 4 degrees off again.
Yeah, that was doing the same thing. I just thought about that. It was doing that because every time I put it in the post, I had to go ahead and move it a little bit.
Yeah.
It'd be just a little bit off.
Just off a little bit. But there's a thing in there you can go in on the app and straighten
Right.
it back out. Yeah.
I always, what I did is I looked at the horizon. If the horizon wasn't right, I'd go ahead and straighten it before I flew.
Well, the horizon's okay. It's just off center a little bit.
Yeah, it was horizon on mine. It was just, I mean,
Yeah.
1 or 2 degrees off.
Yeah.
So that was probably telling me there was a gimbal problem. But I looked at the part, and the part was the camera system, everything. So I'm wondering if they're just going to take it off and put a whole new one on.
Yeah.
I would really love to get a brand new one in if they sent me a brand new one. That'd be pretty cool. Because they may have a refurbished one that they just look at it and say, let's just send them a refurbished. That's how I bought my Mavic 3. I went on eBay. It was a DJI store, and they had the Mavic 3 and two SD card, 128 SD card, and 2 batteries for $16.98.
Oh,
And when it came in, it was the original Mavic 3. When it came in, the drone had no flights on it. One of the batteries had 1 flight on it, and the other battery had no flights on it.
wow.
And they still have that same deal out there, but it's $21.99 now.
Yeah. Huh?
So I keep that thing bookmarked and I look about once a week at it. Because if it ever drops back down to like $16.99, watch out.
Yeah. Oh, he said he's looking to buy a Mavic 3 Pro if somebody's got one they want to sell. Yeah.
Yeah, go look at let me see if they got one on there.
Yeah.
Because they have refurbished on this eBay store. They give you 2-year warranties on them.
Yeah.
See if I can see if they got a pro.
Yeah.
I think they do. I think where it's at. I was looking the other day. I look at it, like I said, I look at it every once in a while. Just to see what they putting out there. Because they have all kind of refurbished eBay product. I mean DJI products. And it's actually a DJI authorized dealer.
Yeah.
You know, right now you can get a 2-pack refurbished battery for the Air 2S for $80 with a 2-year guarantee on it. $21.99 for the Mavic 3 with 2 batteries. Let's see, still Mavic 3 by itself. So this is why you buy it the other way. $21.99, 2 batteries, the SD card, 128 in the drone. If you buy it through them by itself, refurbished, it's $2,020. So for $179, you're getting 2 batteries and an SD card. That's a no-brainer. Let me see what they've got. It's called the Drone Superstore by Kim Reese, and they're authorized eBay refurbished store. So everything they give you has got a warranty on it. See.
Where are they located, Joe?
That's on eBay. I can't tell you where they're at.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get a link to it. Hold on. Yeah, this one, Mavic 3 Pro. Let me see the warranty.
Which drone is it that'll work with the new old smart controller, the little gray one that first came out?
The Air 2 might be the Air 2S.
Air 2, yeah, it does work on that, but
You do the Air 2S.
I didn't know about the 3 or.
You know, the past the Air 2S is nothing. Nothing works with it. Okay, I'm gonna put a link. Yeah, that's the eBay store. It's the controller, the DJI. It's not the RC Pro, it's the RC that came out with the Mini 3
Uh-huh.
and the Mavic 3 Pro, one battery. And it's $21.99. And it comes with the full warranty.
Wow.
And if you want the batteries, they have the same setup with two batteries for $29.99. Now that seems high with two batteries. See if there's anything else with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because that seems high that they're going to charge you $800 for two batteries. You see when they throw that on there, because those batteries are only $200 a piece. Yeah, I'm looking at what they give you. And they give you, well, they give you everything in the Flymore kit, basically. That's what they're doing. They're throwing in filters and everything else. That's why they're charging so much.
Mhm.
You getting the Flymore kit, basically. That's why they're charging $800 for the Flymore kit. Because you're getting props, you're getting the bag, you're getting all the stuff for it.
Good morning, Jonathan, Andrew, and everybody. AZ's been active searching.
Yep.
Well, I think my drone buying days are over for a while. But I did go out this morning and fly a ship on auto,
Yeah.
and I think it flew
Good.
fine.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, Paul, I've been doing photography for 50 years, and when I put that drone up, I put it in auto
Yep.
because it gives me what I need that I could fix later. And the only thing I'll worry about, and don't worry about this because you don't need to, is that if I want to change my settings a little bit, I'll change that EV on the bottom a little bit to make sure I look at the bright colors. I'll get over something white and I'll change that EV a little bit. Well, I'll go down to -7 at the most, just to make sure I start seeing if it's a building and it's white, I just want to see a little grain in it. If I can see a
Little
little
definition.
contrast,
Yeah.
if I see the contrast, I leave it alone. If I don't see the contrast, I lower the EV down. That's the only thing I lower. And I'll get that thing down to maybe a -7, and I'll start seeing like a little grain, and I'm saying I'm good.
Yeah.
Jonathan, then I could fix it later.
Jonathan wants to know what's $800 for a Flymore.
Yeah.
No, Jonathan, that was that link I put in the chat. That was a Mavic 3 Pro through eBay refurbished store. That's where I bought my Mavic 3.
Yeah.
And the drone came in brand new, and they have the Mavic 3 for $21.99 with a controller. But if you buy the one with the Flymore kit, it's $29.99. So it was like $800, $899 more, or 800 more for Flymore kit that goes with the Mavic 3 Pro. And I would trust them in a heartbeat because, like I said, they give you. I had a DJI warranty and a 2-year warranty after that through Allstate. So I got 3 years worth of warranty on it. Right now, the Mavic 3 original with 2 batteries, just like I bought for $16.89, they want $21.99.
You got signs
If
to
I
do
was-
today, Paul?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be not long getting out of here this morning. I got to go to all the way to Tillsburg today too.
Are they all Christmas removal stuff?
No, well, this one here is coming off the market, the one there, but I got 3 more here in town to do. So I'll show you something here, Joe. Just give me a sec. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, share screen. I got a couple things got to click on here, and here. Okay, should come up. Okay, right there. DJI Mavic Pro, which is a combo, the Pro 3 5 combo with an RC Pro. It's well, pretty well 5,000 Canadian plus tax. So you got to add another 13% on top of that.
Yep.
Here in Canada. Huh?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this thing's expensive because he's got the RC Pro now. They charge you another 1,500 right there.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Chuck because he's got the classic, and I went back and I thought about all the flying that I do with the Mavic 3 and how many times I use the Zoom. And I said, I might just get a classic cheaper than that.
Yeah.
And it would be like a backup or a second. But then I thought about it and I said, but then what happens if I decide to get a little more with the photography and want to do that compression? I need that 3 times lens. So it's like I don't need anything right now, but if I need it, unless something comes out and just blows everybody out the water, I wouldn't buy a new one. I might maybe next year get the Pro,
Yeah.
the Mavic 3 Pro, just to get that extra lens, and that may be my go-to, and then the other one will be my backup.
Yeah.
Did you see that Air 2S? Like I said, if I go down to the river or something and I see a lot of birds flying, I'll pull the Air 2S out instead of the Mavic 3, so that at least it won't add insult into injury if a bird takes it down.
Hmm.
Either way, both are insured through State Farm. So it's a quiet house right now. We got one of them laying in his chair, other one laying on the pillow over here on the floor, and the other one right under my chair.
Yeah.
And the brown dog, I have Valentino. I'll catch him. He gets over in the chair because it's right by the television, and
Yeah.
I'll look over and he'll be sitting watching TV. I need that Marine Corps stuff to come through because I've had it with this apartment now. I've been here 16 years, and I love the location. I love the apartment. It's cozy to me. And but I've got a drip right now somewhere in the ceiling, real close to where I'm at. And I've called them yesterday, and they said we'll get somebody out there as soon as we can.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said about 6 months ago, y'all had to go fix it up there because water was coming through my fan. And there's no priorities right now. It used to be where you make a phone call, they walk right over.
Yeah.
Now it's because that's an emergency when water's dripping somewhere.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the longer you leave it, the more damage it's going to do.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roof because it's right above it, and I see a couple of places that look like it could be discoloration because it looks like it, but it looks like it looks like it dried up already. So what's happening is they got the shower right above me, So I think what's happened is when they take a shower, they need to seal it because they have it, the shower curtain, they'll find it on the outside and the water right there is dripping through. So put a little, seal it, that's all it takes. It's not that hard to throw a little caulking down. About 6 years ago, it came through the roof. And they had to come in here and cut about 4 feet of the roof out and put new stuff up. And they had these 2 women that came out and did it. That was, I mean, it was like, I was amazed on how good they were. They came out, got a ladder up, cut it all out, put plastic up to keep everything around it so it wouldn't go anywhere. Put the new stuff up, spackled it, came back, sprayed all the little bulbs up, cleaned it up, had barely any mess.
Wow.
And it was nice to look at too. Yeah, that drip is drip, drip, drip. That's what I'm hearing.
Huh.
It is right there, sitting right there. That's exactly where the shower was at. There's, the only good news in that is if it decides to start leaking, it'll come down right here. Well, and all my computers are over there. So everything will come down right here on the edge of the desk. Because it'll come through my fan first.
Huh.
See, it just changed. It went from a drip, drip, just went drip, 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 and then it stopped.
Where's it leaking onto? The floor?
It's staying in the ceiling.
Huh? Is the ceiling?
It's not coming. It's not coming through.
It's not staying in your ceiling?
That's what I'm saying. I looked last night. I saw a couple of spots that looked like it had a little stain discoloration, just little bitty spots, and then they're gone. So it must have been drying a little because I had the heat on last night, so it probably dried it enough. But I guarantee if I stuck a screwdriver up there, I'd get water out of it.
Yeah, probably.
But I need them to come over here to hear the damn thing, so that they know exactly where it's coming from and go up here and fix it.
Hey, Dan, how's it going this morning?
And I'm gonna be really mad if they decide they got to go through my ceiling to fix it.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna have to fix it anyways. If it's stained up, it stopped.
Well, like I said, if they go up there, I'm gonna tell them, I've been here long enough to know what it's doing. Go upstairs and that one little strip along the edge where the shower meets, because it's a walk-in shower, caulk that thing. Because when they have the shower curtain outside, the water gets in there and drips.
Yeah.
So put some more caulking down. The time before when it really did it, it was the drain unit. The seal went bad, so everything that was being when they were taking a shower, water was dripping through the what you call the drain.
Yeah.
And that did it real good because I looked up one night. I heard it hitting. Looked up one night and I had a big spot, and I called them, and it was in the middle of the night. And they said, "Well," they said, "Is it leaking through?" I said, "No." They said, "We'll be out first thing in the morning." I said, "Okay, that's good." I
Hey,
came out
Dan,
that
how's it
morning.
going? Yeah.
Had
So you
sheetrock
have
all over the place.
you have people living above you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
let me tell you what happened. The last time he came through was about 3 months ago. I was sitting there and all of a sudden water starts hitting me on my arm and I could hear the shower. So I go up and I knock on the, this is funny. I knock on the door and the girl thought it was her boyfriend and she had the top lock. So she comes running out, opens the door buck naked. Didn't have a stitch of clothes on. And she just looks at me and she goes, "Oh, I thought you were my boyfriend. Don't even cover up, you know?" And she says, and she goes, "Well, I don't know what to do because I can't cover up now." And I said, "Well, I don't mind." I said, "But I'll just let you know whatever happening is dripping through onto my desk on the bottom." She was, "Well, I'm taking a shower." I said, "Well, I can see that." You know? But she's like 25 and she was standing there buck naked.
Yeah, well, anyways, I lived in just outside of Vancouver, Surrey, had an apartment and had a unit up above me. Anyways, I had one spot that was getting wet along the seam, and then I started getting mold. Now, what the hell's going on here? So, anyways, I had them come in and looked. They went upstairs. There was Vietnamese people living in there. In the one bedroom, they had a garden in there. They put plastic around and brought dirt in and had a garden in a fucking bedroom. And but the moisture was coming through. Oh, they weren't there much longer. They had a lot of work to fix.
Yeah, I got one spot right there where I'm hearing it. Starting to be, it's getting a little yellow, little change.
Yeah, well, you definitely got a problem there. So, yeah.
Yeah, with this.
Hey, Jonathan, good morning. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's discoloration from it. I think that's the old paint job that they didn't cover enough.
No, it'll stain up too, and sometimes it won't cover. You have to put like there's a certain product you got to put on it to seal it.
And it
I don't
also
see
it weakens it too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see any bowling. My cousin had a leak like that. They couldn't find it where it was coming from, and he cut a little hole in his ceiling, and he actually stood on a ladder for about 30 minutes trying to figure where it was coming from. And he looked up there and he said, "It's just a drip he hears every once in a while." And it was just enough to make it kind of moist up there.
Yeah.
So he said, he went, it was funny. He went and got him a plastic bucket and put it up there where it was. And he put paper towels in the bottom. And what would happen was he left the hole so he can get in there and look. He'd go up there and look, and it would have a little moisture to it, but it'd be dry almost. So he never heard it anymore. So he went ahead and fixed it so he could stay, like open it up. He made it like a patch hole where he could go in because it was in a den he had. And he used to check it about every 3 months. He'd go up there and look, and it was never full of water, but it was like it was barely wet.
Yeah.
And he never heard it anymore. So whatever the leak was, he fixed it like that. He's out until it fills up. I'm not going to try to find it because I can't find it. And water will find any kind of source. Another friend of mine had a leak in a shed, and this guy was a genius. He had this leak, and it was in the roof, and he fixed it, and the leak started leaking in another place.
Yes.
And it was just one area, and the more he fixed it, the more it would leak. So he said, "Okay, I got an idea." So he went and got some brass screws, and he screwed a brass screw in sideways.
Yeah.
And he put a piece of monofilament up there, a thick piece of monofilament, tied it on the screw, brought it all the way over to a little vent, and screwed it into the vent. and the water would come down the screw and go down the monofilament and go out the vent outside.
Hmm.
Because it was just a little light leak.
Yeah.
And you see a string going across and you can see the water on it. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, traveling.
He said, it's going to find its lowest point. That's what he said. So it just follows that now.
Well, cool.
He said, the screws won't rust. And he said, and the monofilament won't break.
Yeah. Hey, look who just came in. Shelby, good morning.
Good morning, Shelby.
Jeepers, I don't want to go to Tiltonburg today. Yeah.
How,
But
fa-
they
how,
wanted
how,
up
how much
today.
of a drive? How much of a drive is that, Paul?
35, 40 minutes
Really?
just to get there and then back again. So it's going to take me an hour and 15 minutes to go there and back. Anyways, then I got some other ones too. So trying to think what else. Okay, it's got Ron. I got to take down Weir. I got what else? Uh, yeah, I got a busy day today. Plus, I got to go get some groceries. Because um,
She'll be there this weekend, won't she?
oh yeah, it should be over today. But she don't get here until about 4 o'clock. So, well, you can come anytime she wants, but yeah, she can come over here and entertain the dogs, right? So,
Yeah. Oh, they like the heck out of her, don't they?
oh yeah, it's funny because once she's here, if I'm up here, I don't see a damn dog anywhere. I mean, Vader right now, he's on the stairway right here behind me. So, but he likes to look out because the way the blinds are in the front window, you get at the right angle, you can see outside, and then he can bark at something that goes by, right?
I
Really?
like how he's sitting on that stair and he's using it as a backboard, leaning against it.
Yep. And I try to go downstairs, and you've got to try and step over him, the little shit. Don't you, baby?
Well,
What?
that's like Cleo, my little one,
What are you doing, you
and
little
that's your
shit?
buddy.
Yeah.
And Cleo, my little one, will get in the hallway right here by the edge and
Yeah.
sit right there leaning against the wall.
Yeah. What are
I
you doing?
love the way she looks there.
Yeah. Uh,
Well, he's your little buddy, isn't he?
oh yeah, Vader usually he's back here because I talked to him. He's back on his bed. He's got a bed right here beside me on the floor right there with a blanket on it. He's curled up. He's looking at me. Now he wants up because I'm talking about him. Come on, shit. Let's go. Come on. There you go. There we go. He's up. Bit of a jump for him, but I put my hand and I
Look
catch
at
him
that face.
off the head. So, oh yeah, that's a little bugger, eh? He's about due for a haircut
Little
soon.
bitty one.
Yeah, you got to go for a haircut. Go see Jesse. Get a bath and a haircut, and get your nails trimmed, and
She
yeah,
want to see. She want to see nasty
yeah,
girl.
yep.
Kick it
Look
back
at-
in her bed wide open.
yep. That's like Gracie there. Oh, belly rub. And Andrew's his dog is sitting on his hip, 60-pound dog. Yeah. I think Bader's, I don't know what he is, 18 pounds or something. I'm not sure. Forget now. But
I usually set up a green screen and do Christmas pictures with them.
Yeah,
And I
flat.
didn't do it last year. I'm gonna have to do it this year.
The problem like with Bader, he keeps getting his eyes cake up all the time, right? His eyes water all the time. Then it cakes up on under his eyes. It just there you go.
This is what I was saying. She gets by that little doorway and she sits like that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where she can look around. She's leaning on the wall. And she's real small. She's the smallest one, but she weighs more than all of them.
Oh, cool. Andrew's got a Dalmatian. You don't see a lot of them around.
No, I used to have Dalmatians, and
Yeah.
I used to have a Dalmatian rescue.
Well, Dad, there when I was about I don't know 4, 5, 6 years old, had a Dalmatian when we were in Beansville. Lived down there. Yeah, I gotta clean you up again around the eyes. I just did it the other day, but just gets caked up and just around his eyes and his long hair around the bottom of his eyes.
This picture is with Loki and Tino when I had Tino for about 3 days, and they were actually playing. But look at that face. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
The teeth.
yeah, oh
They
yeah,
were actually playing.
oh yeah.
It
Mine will
was
do.
funny. Tino would grab something, run off, and Loki would get it back and drag him back, and then he'd take it and go again.
I've had Vader and Gracie doing tug of wars, right? Yeah, there, you lay down. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Paul, but I got to go get my day done. I got a lot of work.
Okay, well,
Well,
it's
check this one out.
oh, look at there.
That was the first couple of days I had her.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's just.
That's how small she was.
Oh yeah, that tiny little bugger. Yeah. No.
Hey, everybody in the chat, I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know if I'll be on later. 'cause I gotta
Joe's
do
got a
some
doctor's
babysitting.
appointment and everything, so
Yeah.
we're gonna say adieu for today. We'll see you again later on this afternoon.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Hopefully
Bye, guys.
I'll be back.
Yep. Okay. Bye.
See y'all later.